Joe?
What?
They're
all
gonna
turning
block
on.
us in at this
I'm
rate.
not letting you win this. Time to give this doctor a taste of his own medicine.
I'm gonna explore around the safe haven. Is this a memorial?
There's a picture there.
Well, sorry for your loss, Picky Piggy.
Yeah, I can only assume it's for the ones that didn't make it this far.
And here I am wondering how they got so many candles down here.
They got a shop here?
What's Poppy doing here? I don't know. They just let her in.
What?
Why? That's inviting a whole lot of trouble we don't need. I mean, how do we even know we can trust her this time?
What did she do?
So let's just be careful, especially around her new friend.
Is that us?
Can't forget that. Shh. I think they might be listening.
Well, I was kinda looking right at you, so...
Hey, I'm Chicken. Wanna go outside and hang out?
Why do they have the Valorant bird cutout down here?
A lot of questions with this new safe haven.
I have several I wanted to ask.
Is going to be okay?
I hope so, kid. We kinda need her to fight the prototype.
I'm noticing a pattern of dictatorship down here.
Cool soccer goal, Piggy.
I'll be sure to get Messi's autograph for you if you make it out of here.
By the way, this started at a receptionist desk, if you can believe that.
So I've been thinking, Joe.
You miss Mommy Longlegs.
Well, now I'm thinking about using your teeth as a can opener, but I was originally thinking about the lore of this game.
There's a lot to digest here. Hello, chicken thing.
What about the lore?
So I understand that the toys are just the orphans from the orphanage that they ran, but why did Playtime necessarily do it? It couldn't have been for profit. There's no way this would be worth the money.
I haven't brushed up on my Poppy Playtime lore, and it's most likely still being revealed, but I believe their motive was to employ the orphans' ass toys to increase production.
They says, fetch.
These cursed cardboard cutouts really give me the creeps.
So sore.
These toys, too, while we're at it.
Haven't been able to move for hours.
You know, I can see the workload increase already.
Away from me.
Okay, relax. I wasn't gonna do anything.
Geez, this place is in shambles.
Last much longer.
Preaching to the choir.
Do you have any food?
You're not gonna like this answer, kid.
I have a pack of Skittles in my pocket, but I bought them for me. We do have this cool VHS tape that we're gonna watch, though.
It sounds like an oil rig or something.
I can't tell what that is on the TV screen.
Long way down.
Warrenbach, huh?
This is what we have to work with. Do you believe it's doable? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely evil.
Doable. Good. Remember, our timetable here is tight. If there's anything you need from me, do not hesitate.
Actually, I've got something I want to talk to you about. It's important.
I'm listening.
My company. We've built a lot for you over the years, and believe me, we've always been accommodating. We just
So they built everything.
didn't pay us to do.
And your point here is...
I don't like what I'm supposed to be building here.
Is this a voice of
The
reason?
game station. Whatever. It'll be fun for the kids. Underground production.
Giving them arachnophobia?
Sure. Maximize production. Makes a kind of sense. As much as any of us, I suppose. But this... What in the world would a toy company need with a prison? When my
Thank
people
you.
were building Playcare, all Mr. Ludwig could talk about was how much good it could do. And all you needed was a look at the man to know he believed every word of it.
How long has Playcare been around?
Still the same company. If we're gonna make this thing for you, then I need that assurance. It's a game. Something for the kids. Anything.
You're joking.
He does not seem to be joking.
Mr. Ritterman?
Let me give you a bit of history, friend. In 1992, you signed a contract, a legally binding piece of paper that says whatever is asked of you, you do it. We asked.
That sounds like an awful contract if you ask me.
In 1990, you signed another, a renewal.
So he set himself up for failure.
Read it, you'd have found a small clause. Any and all directives will be accomplished in the appropriate time and with appropriate compensation should the project be completed to satisfaction. Your name rests at the bottom of that document, and I remember because it was the ugliest bit of cursive I've ever seen. So now,
This guy is a slug.
Because we've given you a directive.
Mr. Ritterman, we're near the...
Yes. Yes, we are. All of us.
He's crazy, too.
On a ledge. Great things are coming. Great things that will someday make a lot of people very happy. But to do so, to make that dream real, we need this. Otherwise, there's a place we're all for. Together.
His accent certainly isn't helping him.
And I don't like dead angry. I get paid to see that things get done. And this, like everything else, will get done.
I hope the prototype had a 12-course meal with that guy.
Gotta admit, the devs did a really good job at making all of these employees unlikable. Got more plushies and another tape here.
Mine too. When's the last time you ate?
You guys are toys. How do you even have to eat?
Feels like forever.
More importantly, what do they even eat?
Which will kill us first, you think? The doctor or hunger? I prefer not to even think about it.
Considering the piles of cadavers outside, I don't think it's a topic up for debate.
Laith Pierre saw insurance companies and really said, "Hold my beer."
I'm surprised all of these papers are in such good condition after almost a decade.
Project overview, safe haven.
So looking this over, the entire project construction is what we're in right now.
This seems like it was originally designed for the workers to have a bunker-like break room. Its own power grid, protective doors, and escape routes. No wonder the toys can use this to keep away from the prototype.
I think I just found one of the escape routes. Looks like a groundhog did some renovations on it, though.
Every chapter I ask this, but how big is this factory? Just how successful were their toys to build Hollow Earth?
I think this is connected to a cave system as well.
I think you might be wrong, Poppy. What you want?
It's the best for everyone, Dobie. That no trace of this place is left.
Where are they at?
How many children were there?
Dang. It's sort of numbing to realize these were really all kids with hopes and dreams. What a parallel to real life.
Because it does happen in real life, Joe. Not to this extent, but how many injustices do some children face?
That's the whole point government-funded agencies exist, so they can fight these injustices.
What caused them in the first place, Obama?
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, from what way did the blood splatter?
Is this a shot at me or Joe?
Do you think it is?
What constitutes as justice if everything does some sort of injustice?
That's a question you ask when you've already gone too far.
Speaking of looking at injustices, we got another letter to read.
I feel like some of these people had good intentions with the orphans. That letter talked about this kid named Matthew who came to the orphanage after an accident took the lives of his family. And he was such a kind-hearted leader that Claire was considering bringing him onto the staff.
Did you not read the last part? The very end of that report talked... And now we got Ollie.
Geez, don't get too excited.
Hey, can you hear me?
Ollie's stuck in the evil containment wave again.
When you get the Omni...
You're supposed to talk away from the box fan, you ingot.
might not be...
Thank you, Ollie, for the very insightful comments.
Geez, look at this guy.
Did Dracula treat his veins like a Capri Sun?
Just means we have another passenger along for this puzzle.
With all these puzzle games in mind, I wonder how your puzzle-loving son is doing.
Don't remind me. It's been a tough week for me and Baron.
Why's that?
So I took the family out for some classic dining the other day. He was sitting next to me playing his strategy games, just being classic Baron.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye that he pulls up Discord on his phone, and he's talking to this person with an anime girl PFP.
Oh, goodness.
Kids just being kids, I guess.
But it gets worse. They kept sending these weird small pictures back and forth to each other, like cat-looking photos.
Uh-huh.
That's certainly interesting.
I was sitting there just flabbergasted. Meanwhile, Pooperson McGee from Committee Loserville wanted to talk to me, and I'm halfway in the Twilight Zone that I have the cosmos painted on me.
And now you lost me.
I stopped listening as soon as I heard the word poop.
Abstract saying. I'm just concerned about what's going on with the kid. It's so unlike him to be caught up in this tomfoolery. And of course, I don't see him for who knows how long because of the work at the office.
Have you asked his mother to check in on him?
To be honest, this just seems like you guys are overreacting here. Teenagers are teenagers. You have to give them freedom and let them live so they can learn. You only progress in this world by making mistakes.
Mistakes are costly for him when he bolsters the Trump name. That kid is going to have a lot of trouble surrounding him if he ventures too deep.
This was after you said the word pooperson. I just want to point that out.
It still amazes me how you can give Donald an earful and still be able to effectively solve a puzzle.
Do I have to bring this? No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's just a skill you develop being a father of two girls. You're not going to be able to get anything done unless you get used to talking.
I think we're overreacting here about my talking.
I have to get over there, I think, but how?
Are you two noticing the construction vehicles and equipment lying around? Seems like that project they were referring to was still being done when the hour of joy took place.
Again, well-deserved.
Do I have to use this? Oh, wow, look at that.
We're finding new ways to get around the factory, at least.
And new puzzles to boot.
Remind me again why Playtime thought it was necessary to build a Chutes and Ladders game throughout their own factory.
Maybe it was just a flex on little tykes or something like that.
Using both hands in a banana split sort of fashion kind of makes me feel a bit vulnerable, like I have no way to turn around or protect myself.
We don't need to worry about that once we can pulverize Dr. Computer Schmertz.
Whoa!
Never mind. We gotta get through where the wild things are first.
What do we do?
Turn him into a yarn
Get through that
spoil.
yellow door, and fast!
You don't got to tell me twice. Jeez!
He literally just spawned there. This thing has Dumbledore powers now?
Of course, now we got to find a way out of no man's land.
Yarnaby is attracted to noise. Avoid sprinting and using your grab pack to prevent Yarnaby from finding you.
We're really back to playing a stealth game? Yarnaby just used a porta rift, and we gotta go back to puzzle mode?
No, I got to go back to puzzle mode. You get to sit on the sidelines and talk to Joe about the Sunday funnies or something.
Hey, you only said that because we're old.
No, it's because I know you read Family Circus.
All right, you win this time.
And now we got power switches, as long as the puzzles don't get...
All of a sudden, Kirby's Epic Yarn wants to prove that it can be a problem. That's why you were put in an SCP container.
Okay, I don't understand how it wants us to keep quiet from Yarnaby if we quite literally have to keep using our grab pack to move forward into the tunnels.
Maybe it's not talking about this part specifically. You know how we had to avoid him last time when we were in a storage room of sorts?
Yeah, but now my most pressing question is, why are we on an assembly line with meteorites?
Maybe Playtime Co. is like Los Pollos Hermanos, but in toy version.
I finally finished the rest of Breaking Bad, by the way.
Only took you 2 years. What did you think of the ending?
Honestly, the entire series was way better than I expected. The ending threw me for a loop, even though you kind of already saw it coming.
You should have trusted us when we said it was peak. How many things can both me and Donald agree are good?
And the last time I can think of such a scenario.
Now, the next thing we need to get you to watch is Dragon Ball Super.
I would watch GT first, to be honest. Yeah, it has its flaws, but there are just too many iconic moments within that series to just entirely pass up.
You're right. I just despise how they trashed most of the main cast from Dragon Ball Z, especially Piccolo and Vegeta.
I beat you guys to the punch already. I've seen them both.
Oh, you seem more of a DBZ game type of guy.
Turn this on. This yarn spool keeps making a lot of noises and then refuses to reveal himself. And how is this not done?
One thing about this chapter that I'm noticing is that there's a lot more build-up than the previous chapter. I mean, Chapter 3 started with you literally getting dragged by Beerus the Destroyer. And now we're just kind of exploring an old mine shaft.
Not even exploring because this stupid button won't get pressed until there's enough gas. How do I get enough gas?
Looks like we're back to the Chapter 3 style of puzzles.
Of just getting bitterly annoyed until you kick the computer and order a Five Guys sandwich?
That was targeted and you know it.
Is this it right here?
There we go. Took a second, but we got it.
Power up machine stations via hand scanners.
Because we gotta do everyone's dirt. The game thinks we must be Elastigirl or something.
Every game has its bugs when it first releases. Although this one's pretty funny because we're just hitting this like it's a TikTok trend.
You guys can thank me for keeping it unbanned, by the way. Now we can all enjoy the cheap dopamine effect it does to our brain cells.
Well, this one doesn't seem too hard as long as I can find the machines.
Really quickly, what do you guys think about expanding outside of horror games?
You mean on like the other games channel?
Yeah, except not awful and horrible in every way possible, like on the main channel.
I have zero clue what Aladdin was doing when he set that one up, because our voices sounded like they were cursed with permanent influenza.
Maybe if you started calling him by his name, he wouldn't treat you like a moldy soft pretzel.
Are we ever going to go back to the other games channel?
Barack, I really want you to think about that one.
The answer is no, Obama. I'd rather go through whatever fourth wall breaks we have here than talk like I got a melon growing in my stomach.
Rip to all the other games enthusiasts. Also, this seems way easier finding these things than turning the electricity back on.
So back to my question.
It depends. We have to talk to that thing whenever he gets back from vacation.
Anything but calling him by his name.
So once we do this, is that when Yarnaby shoots himself onto the scene?
Asking questions nobody knows the answer to.
I gotta stretch really quickly, so I'm hoping that little furry freak decided to take a nap.
For having whatever spidey sense this stuffed animal is supposed to have, he's really allowing us to bulldoze through this cavern.
So now we've been tasked to somehow find a way out of this steel production zone.
I think this will help us get past his barriers or something.
Can I use this thing at all? Guess not. Must only be certain types of chains you can hang off of.
Maybe we can rip the doctor's graphics card off with one of those things. That way he'll be stuck on Windows XP forever.
I feel like he'd function better on Windows XP.
I forgot how this was supposed to aid in us finding the doctor, but at least we got to spin some knobs.
Great work from the Playtime Corporation once again by making their factory also a toy.
You know, I'd probably blame the construction guy too, because what is this cable management?
Knowing how goofy the head staff are, I wouldn't doubt if they requested this.
Are we just getting dumber, or are these puzzles taking up a lot more time? I feel like I could have ran a 5-kilometer run while that was happening.
Yeah, but would you have?
That's why I'm saying could have. Doesn't mean I'm going to waste my precious energy. I got amino acids to conserve.
You can just say that you can't. No shame in that.
Well, guess who's going to learn how to run today?
This has to be our 4th time running from a monster. How are our legs not tired?
Does it look like I'm complaining?
You need to show him how to run a marathon, Obama.
I wonder how hungry this thing must be.
You think you can chase me down, Yarnaby? You got another thing coming. Do you think I ate healthy all those years for nothing?
Wait, that's a ledge, Obama.
You gotta jump for it.
Where do I go? Wait!
Oh, did we just fall into lava?
Now that I think about it, I think there was a chain up at the top that we missed.
Of course, you say that once it's your turn.
All right, so we're gonna follow the exact same footprint that Barack just had, and then we'll see what we gotta do.
It doesn't even sound like this little Tasmanian devil is even chasing us.
I think we just got a massive head start.
This was what the doctor said would be our downfall.
You got the chain?
Here we go.
No way this works out.
Now what?
Is there a door? Look
He's
for
right
a door.
there.
Use the hand, Joe.
I missed it. Okay, we're good.
Why is that thing making a
Wait,
bunch of
turn
noise?
around, Joe.
What? No way that just happened.
He's burning.
He got caught on the chain?
Is it open?
Stop turning away, Joe.
How does it feel, you haunted dog toy? That's what you get for trying to tango with the world's best security guard and his sidekicks.
And you just ruined it.
Glad we won't have to worry about that thing anymore.
You're telling me.
Also, do I just go in this thing? I guess so.
This place's technology confuses me because why are there cryo chambers in this place?
Oh, what the hell?
Lasers?
Don't you get tired of asking that question?
I hope you don't get tired of watching tapes, because we got another one piping hot.
I could do without the screen.
I need some help here!
Hoppy?
Watch the door! Watch the door!
What is happening right now?
There you go, bud. You're okay. Okay! Look at me! I'm a mess!
You're a toy, dog. You're cooked.
We were trying to bring supplies back up to the elevator, but we got jumped.
Well, it was going on for a while, at least.
They took everything we had. Right after one of them bit my leg.
How is he, Doc?
So there was 2 types of toys down here, I think.
Not too bad. He'll live.
What a drama queen.
Keep it clean. Could get infected otherwise.
Toy-on-toy violence.
So, what do we do now?
For starters, you two stay here tonight. Let things settle down outside. I'll find more food for you to bring up to play care.
Interesting.
When you're ready.
Thanks, Joey. Sorry we lost the supplies.
It's all your
It won't
fault.
happen again.
The important thing is you're both okay. Aside from that bite, that is. Hey, Doc. Let me grab some wound cream for our pal here.
So as far as I'm noticing, they still have the same senses as they did when they were orphans.
You're telling me they had a whole civil war going on down here?
Referencing the third chapter, Dog Day did say that they tried to resist the prototype's control. He also said he was the last of the smiling critters, so Hoppy wasn't around for long.
Just seems like a giant war of attrition because everyone down here is mortal.
Oh, hey, Doey, what's going on?
This big old bread basket.
Oh, it's you! Is the doctor...
What do you think?
No, don't suppose he is then?
We did take down Yarnaby, though.
I've been here gathering parts for the generator. Lots.
What the?
Oh my goodness, was he enemies with Frozone?
Seems like the sort of trap Fred Jones would set up.
Hopefully this turns off the freezer fumes.
Okay, let's not overreact here. You didn't have a heart attack.
I mean, have you ever been frozen to death?
I wouldn't act like that.
It is impossible for me to get around here. Traps like this are everywhere.
You notice his voice sometimes?
It's the cold that hurts. The big mean doctor knows that.
We'll put him in his place, Doey. Don't you worry.
The world's best security guard doesn't just sit by without getting his hands dirty.
I don't know, I'd say they're pretty clean right now.
Yarnaby didn't eat them?
Ah, and here you are.
Here I am.
Just as I expected. It appears you are every bit what the prototype fears.
I'd fear me too if I had to go up against the world's best security guard.
Rare quality. And never noticed. Funny.
Who are we?
I can't say I remember seeing your face before.
The doctor doesn't know either.
Curious. Why come back?
I don't know.
It can't be that a vague letter was your only reason.
I guess I'm a fan of Nancy Drew.
Someone you loved here. Someone you'd lost.
Well, Donald lost Mom.
Shut up.
Was it the pain of not knowing for sure that brought you here?
Well, now, that has me thinking. If this man was supposed to be the eye in the sky, how come he doesn't know who we are?
It was never specified what type of employee we were. I mean, for all we know, we could have been the security guard for the front gate.
No wonder we're tearing this chapter in half.
Something tells me I shouldn't even ask for Doey's help on this one.
This doctor guy is a really interesting character because how do you end up as a Trojan virus in the first place?
Considering he was the head of special projects, I'm assuming that he inserted himself into a machine for reasons unknown.
Yeah, because the most sane people obviously want to benefit humanity by doing some psychopathic thing.
I don't think he wants to even benefit humanity. I mean, he seems like that type of guy to get really mad if someone messes up his fast food order.
I've seen you get mad as well. In fact, it happened about a week ago.
You're telling me you can stay calm if you order a burrito and they give you a bowl? I feel like it's pretty obvious.
My hand just touched some super glue back there.
You can literally customize your order the whole time. How is that situation not your fault?
Because I wasn't there, you ingot. I DoorDashed.
Is nobody going to talk about my hand?
Then don't DoorDash a Chipotle bowl, you Nimrod. How lazy can a man be?
Guys, we're supposed to be combating the stereotypes, not reinforcing them.
Well, looks like we at least made it to the next area, despite the domestic violence.
They got fake hands now? It's holding something, but it won't budge.
Wait, when did you and Joe switch places? It was Joe's turn.
My arthritis was starting to act up, so I gave the keyboard to Barack before the ice puzzle.
Well, you better take it back.
Donald, stop it!
There's no way it can be that big of a deal to you.
You know how big of a deal it is to me? That's how big of a deal it is to me.
How is this real?
Turn off RTX, Donald. Nobody wants to see that.
Not until Joe suffers like the rest of us.
Fine, I'll take it back. Just turn whatever that is off.
There you go. See, that wasn't so hard, was it?
I might die purposefully, though, because my hand still hurts.
This isn't a spectator sport. You're not in the audience.
Not yet, anyways.
The experiments killed everyone. Including whoever you came back for.
Can you let go of my hand?
Know that by now, yes?
I'm not stupid,
Wait,
Sawyer.
he's freezing this place. We gotta get out of here.
Wait, what is he saying about Poppy?
The sense is bliss. And she is oh so innocent.
Sawyer, you literally trapped us in here. Why are you playing middleman all of a sudden?
I gotta get that hand off. What do I do?
Oh, look at that. Poppy did have something to do with the Hour of Joy.
Are we really that surprised? I mean, what's the name of the game?
Yes. That wouldn't surprise me.
While the doctor's been yapping, I already know what to do.
This bundle of cords is thinking I'm just going to drop on my knees and praise him. You're actively trying to freeze us, you ingot.
Now all I gotta... Wait, I gotta get the hand.
How is this guy still going on?
Oh, it attaches to the new hand? All right, it'll do the job.
I really can't take this guy seriously.
What the... Is this not what I'm supposed to do?
Is there anything else we can do?
I don't think so. And now it's getting stuck to the floor.
This whole time, was he just yapping about his problems?
Hold on, let me see if the game is just bugged or something.
Well, that hand really loves the floor, concerningly so.
Wait a minute.
If this works, I'll do a little jig.
There we go. Yeah, it was just bugged.
Welp.
I feel assaulted.
Oh, and then we just got to take that and plug it in here.
Oh, goodness.
Are we charging a supercell or something?
It's doing something. Actually, it looks like whatever was in here just got evaporated.
It's safe to enter, right? Not trying to get shocked or anything.
We must have on some anti-static gloves.
To stand a charge like that, they must have been the gloves that held the Incredibles.
I never got that part. You're telling me Elastigirl couldn't just stretch out of it?
Kids movie, Donald.
You realize the futility of this, don't you?
How so?
If it was so futile, why were you freezing us like some Publix meat bags?
He must have a thing for duck.
Wait, this is a gas mask? Thanks, employee that's rotten.
Why does it have a temperature gauge on the side?
Looked like an oxygen level or something.
All right, so there's a diagram on the wall with numbers, and from that letter I just read, something tells me that we have to go around and figure out, well, something.
What do you mean, something?
I don't got it all figured out, but I'll probably piece it together after we explore a bit.
Is that a Lego stud?
Wait, that reset my oxygen to 60. Okay, so we're going to have to keep close tabs on that while we wander around these platforms.
Looks like our hand is stuck again.
Well, you know, I thought it came back and then it decided it was off to the Hidden Leaf Village.
For how much I like Chapter 4's dynamics, something about it just feels rushed in a way.
It's also just dry. The whole time during last chapter, there was a build in suspense the whole time because we were getting stalked by Catnap. Here, we're pillaging through a pile of bricks with a Dell laptop manipulating us.
Not really a problem for me, but I do feel a slight shift from the previous chapter. There's way more story. Oh.
Never mind, I guess they're setting the mood again.
About time. Last chapter, parts like Catnap and Home Sweet Home were really creepy. This prison is disturbing, but once you get used to it, it feels like playing through a TF2 map.
This should halt our complaining. We got another tape we can enjoy.
The sound of crying infants sure is enjoyable.
You were supposed to destroy Springtrap, not join him.
I didn't look at the title, so let's see what found footage we uncovered today.
It looks like he's waking up.
Dr. White?
Did this man get the Aunt May treatment?
What is this? Oh, no. They didn't. Those backstabbing traitors.
I guess so.
Sawyer, can you hear me?
White? White, is that you? Who else is in there with you? You enjoy watching me ride like one of them?
Samsung Head has a temper.
Some disorientation is to be expected.
Who gave you the order? You spineless cowards. After all I've done for this project, for this company.
I gave the order, Sawyer.
This guy again.
Here. Of course it'd be you. You have no idea what kind of mistake you just made.
Oh, wow.
From where I'm sitting, you're the one who keeps making mistakes that need fixing. We gave you so many opportunities to clean up your own messes, but you just couldn't do it, could you?
Messes?
You think you can do better? Nobody else can do what I do. You need my knowledge, my intellect.
Humble, I see.
Sitting in there right now, and not in Boxy's stomach.
Boxy Boo reference.
Tell you how this is gonna go, Sawyer. From now on, you're here to give the lab boys answers when they need them, and care
carry out procedures when and how we tell you to. That's it.
Goodness.
You'll be an open book to us whenever we want. So fight, or give in, or whatever. Because either way, we own the infrastructure you're wired into.
You'll die for this, Leaf.
I felt that hatred.
When I get my hands on you, you're a dead man!
Dang!
His temper is a bad look for you, Harley.
Sawyer just got sunned by a man who probably eats bagel bites for breakfast.
You know, that entire time, my other hand has just been sticking itself in a vending machine.
No wonder I heard a conveyor belt throughout all that.
You're safe here.
Not if I'm wearing a gas mask. What's this? Oh, well, I did it.
For you, Timmy.
I think catnaps, cush clouds, are starting to seep through the cracks of our mask because there is nobody else here but us.
I think it's more impressive that Joe's been able to do this while being a one-armed Willie the entire time.
Who will be nice to you? Also, I need a restock on my oxygen now.
Is that why we keep hearing voices? I feel like every part of this game is a small fraction from a Black Mirror episode.
Cool, I'm all stocked up. You look like you've seen the beaches of Normandy stormed.
Going back to the tape about the doctor, they decided to turn him into a machine because he was causing some trouble.
Something tells me that Laith Pierre is going to be big trouble.
What are you thinking?
I'm not as hardcore, snot-nosed obsessed as Joe is about horror games, but it seems like every interaction with that guy is always something negative.
So what are you getting out of that?
The monitor just updated with some numbers, and that was after I found it in the hedge maze. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do.
I know I just asked Donald this question, but what are you thinking, Joe?
I didn't even get to finish what I was saying.
So I think I gotta find every part here in that maze, and then using the anatomy board from earlier, we make some sort of code to put into that terminal. At least that's what I think. Work in progress, we'll see in a bit.
The wait wasn't that hard. Now you can go, Donald.
Eat a sock, you tarantula.
Okay, I don't think it's ever that serious.
I'm not a backup option just for my insight, a very wise insight to fall on deaf ears.
And I'm not a tarantula because you haven't gone to the bathroom yet.
What does that even mean?
Seems like you already know.
Elite reference game, Barack.
In other news, I have to go to this wedding, and I'm not looking forward to it.
What wedding?
Some relatives from faraway land or whatever it's called. Somewhere in Europe, I know that.
You don't know where your relatives are from?
I have to keep track of 1,000 people, Joe. I'm lucky to remember where you guys are from, and I still don't even know that.
Anyways, why don't you want to go?
Weddings are a waste of time. You sit there for 2 hours waiting for random people to walk down the aisle, and then you have to pretend to be happy for a couple that rushed into a marriage and will likely divorce.
Besides your 3, what other weddings have you been to?
You don't have to remind me of the first 2, but I've been to plenty of weddings, many weddings.
As many divorces, too.
Watch your mouth.
Things don't go right with Melania, and you'll be Ross Geller.
I said watch your mouth, Obama. Don't make me say anything about your marriage.
What do you have to say about my marriage?
You're playing with fire on that one, Barack.
These puzzles take up some time, don't they?
Something that it stepped up from the last chapter is the difficulty of the puzzles. I understood this after a while, but on top of searching through everything in that maze, no wonder this was charted as a 4 to 6 hour experience.
Geez, we've already been here for 3 hours.
And half of that time, our other hand has been doom scrolling.
That is a really good point, Donald. I solved this entire maze as an amputee.
If a one-armed Andy can fight monsters of atrocity, then I think Dr. Robotnik is smarter than this guy.
All right, so what's the move now?
Is this thing broken?
Is that another wire teleporting to the land of Asgard?
There's no way the game broke again.
It is a tad bit frustrating, but I guess that's what we get for playing it early. Besides, I think I'm going to need our second hand now that we're out of puzzle mode.
You tried to freeze me. I'm not going to be your pal after all that.
My experiments hurt us.
I got to resubmit this code.
Do you think Poppy cares about you?
Probably not.
She'd sacrifice you from an instinct if she believed it meant getting what she wants.
Talk all you want, I'm still going to hit a saucy dance once I overheat your power supply.
Only difference.
Is it bugging out again?
Would not be surprised.
There we go.
What does this even do? Oh!
I think it just hurt the doctor somehow.
It says he's still talking, but there's no dialogue or anything. I think I cut him off.
Serves him right for trying to play off this psychological narrative like he didn't try to turn us into ice cubes.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a brain in there or some sort of organ. I doubt we just turned him off, but we've been doing something.
Ah! You stupid rat! Shouldn't you be in a sewer or a police precinct?
Well, if anything, that at least woke us up from the past hour of code dialing.
Stop being so positive and stampede that rat like it's Black Friday.
You know, the doctor does seem to be failing at manipulating us, but if you think how all of these toys down here had the minds of children, it was probably way easier for him to manipulate.
I just think he's a stupid smartboard that's gotten a little mind of his own. Nobody seems to like him. His own company made him into a computer chip.
I wonder what he must have done to where they saw no other option available but to stick him into a virtual machine.
I think I remember Laith Pierre talking about the doctor not being able to clean up his own messes or something.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
And they probably weren't wrong. Like, why is he laughing?
He's a creep, that's why.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Oh, this burnt modem.
What?
He tampered with my hand.
Are you serious?
Maybe this was why you were put into a wizard box, you medical quack.
He seems to be a smarter antagonist by trying to disable us.
We literally just got 2 hands back. Why did you take it away?
I do admit this was a bit overkill.
What? Did we just get shocked? I'm not an animatronic in sister location.
Great, he put us in a gladiator arena.
No, what is that?
Guess we found our new enemy.
So we got to get out of here or what?
I'm gonna try. Oh,
Did that thing just puke on you?
I think it slows you down.
You're right, I'm not running fast anymore.
Let's think here. What do we got to do to get out of this?
Start calling the doctor names until he stops.
Okay, there's battery packs around here and some switches. We probably have to activate all the cords to trigger a door opening or something.
As long as we don't get spit on again, I'm down for whatever.
Do I take this battery out? No, I don't.
Is that thing still... Never mind then. It looks dead.
I'm not the sharpest knife in the backpack, but isn't it supposed to be moving?
I don't know what else it would be doing. Oh, wait a minute.
That thing bugged out, didn't it?
That stupid sheep bugged out? How?
Do you guys want me to restart it?
Quite frankly, I kind of just want to stop playing right now because this whole game has been a buggy mess. We've had 3 game-breaking glitches in the past 5 minutes.
I wouldn't call this game-breaking, but it does kind of make it hard to invest into the game.
I don't know when this will be posted or edited, but we're playing this right after it released. So for anybody out there wondering why these bugs are still in the game, they probably fixed it.
This opinion may change later on, but I'm liking Chapter 3 way more than Chapter 4. It's like they took a step back in the quality and the atmosphere to stuff as much story as they could.
Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love all the moving parts with the lore, but it is decently annoying having to restart to a checkpoint every 5 minutes.
A bit of this is probably our fault as well for not giving the game some time to receive some patches. Half of these things we're experiencing will probably be fixed by tomorrow or something.
Everybody was probably expecting a really tense moment here, and they're just getting the back-in-my-day conversations.
Let's be real. They were going to get that anyways. It just depended on the timing.
All right, can we finally go through now?
Only took forever.
You're taking the moral high road.
And we're back to this.
Is that what you believe? Dear friend, let me illuminate for you an obvious truth.
I just want to leave.
Survival necessitates choices. Difficult choices.
Is that so?
This one is yours. If you want to leave this room, it'll come at a cost.
You want us to what?
It's this little life or yours. You know what you have to do.
What do you gain from this,
Just
Sawyer?
the slightest pull, and you snuff whatever minuscule bit of light still flickers behind those faraway eyes.
You would do this.
That brutish glob of clay would do it.
He would just slip through the cracks.
Do it. It's your mission. The door will open. Or is maintaining the veil of your morality more important? Act quickly.
He's literally not giving us a choice.
Oh my gosh.
You do understand. Good, good. Come now. Let's see which of us beasts of burden Destiny favors.
Joe, give me the keyboard.
Have it.
Here's where you went wrong, Sawyer.
Tell him.
You already messed up when you tangoed with the world's best security guard. You're already dead.
And it gets worse.
But now I'm coming at you like the Bay Harbor butcher.
And you know what they say about him, Sawyer?
Sawyer doesn't know what night it is.
Well, I'll be glad to tell him. Tonight's the night.
And here we go again.
Off somewhere. Somewhere beyond this place. Beyond any place.
Not your grave, because it's right here.
For whom does it go?
Well, we respawn, so
Wounded little pup lifts his head beneath the shadow of the master's raised foot.
Check this guy's incognito searches.
Does that bell now toll?
I'm glad you're kind of self-aware because I'm about to corrupt your hard drive.
show him what we're really about.
Oh.
Danger Will Robinson.
Your feet.
What the?
This thing controls other
And
computers?
he throws me.
Well, I assumed he could. He's controlled everything before.
And we just got locked in a jail cell. You're a snowflake, Sawyer.
He wants us to grab some battery packs or something?
I actually think he wants to bury us down here. These things just seem to be fail-saves.
Sawyer, I don't know what I gotta do, but best believe that I'm gonna do it just to see you fall.
Lock in, Donald.
Okay, so we go out here. What the?
Oh, don't tell me there's computer men running around this place.
I don't care what these things are. Once I figure out what to do, I'm sending these things back to Skibidi Toilet.
Why did you... You know what? Just focus, Donald.
Is this the battery? Perfect. Now I just need to figure out how to get back to the circuit area and fry this guy sky high.
Remember, we got those cyborgs running around, so don't try to get back there too fast.
It doesn't look like all of them are on from what I saw.
This one is, so we gotta go back the other way.
Don't tell me they're all...
Couldn't even finish the sentence.
That means machines are nothing.
Neither were your organs.
Fantasy of a naive, broken man.
Shut up already.
They won't serve you here. Nothing can.
Neither can your Dell laptops, and of course they spawn right beside me.
This doesn't seem that scary. It's just the manic running of the computers that kind of spooks you.
You gotta stop that, Obama.
Sorry, I got really bad timing.
Oh my...
How does it keep
Obama!
happening?
I'm sorry, I don't know how it keeps happening.
This is when they decide they all want to wake up. Is that all you can do, Harley? Work on a peer-to-peer connection?
For being the doctor, he seems like he's really bad at putting together competent equipment.
Myself so far down that no one will ever find me.
You're such a beta.
Not you, not the prototype, not anyone.
You can cause all of these problems, but as soon as they start to bite you, all you can do is run away?
It's a crazy comparison to make, but I'm starting to think William Afton himself had more decency and class than you.
Not the time to get distracted. I think you have 1 or 2 more batteries to go. Let's just get to that point and see what happens.
Where are they even at? Not the time, you Mac computer.
At least I didn't summon that one.
Of course, they're all turning on now.
Just need one last battery.
Of course. That one even beat me.
I'm surprised we just don't have an insta-death screen, but I guess they thought it would be too hard.
I'm glad. All of these things are coming alive for no reason. Which ones can he turn on and can't?
I think it's the one with yellow glow. I don't know if it's coordinated, but try to
He's
stay
right
out of
there.
their sight.
Nice try,
There
buddy.
we go.
Donald, do you see what they're doing here?
I'm already reading the playbook. Once I get this battery, they're all gonna turn on and we gotta slide back into the base.
And don't look back either.
I hope you've said your final words, Sawyer, because I'm sawing that motherboard in half.
Look at what I said. They're
They're
all
gonna
turning
block
on.
us in at this
I'm
rate.
not letting you win this, Sawyer. Send all of NVIDIA stock if you want, and I'll just send it crashing down.
Donald, make references after we're safe.
Here we go.
Where do we put it at?
Right here.
It was going to be mine.
What was?
It was all going to be mine.
Just stop it.
My discovery, my recognition.
All this in the name of work?
You're a wannabe Twilight Zone cyberpunk character that I'm gonna short circuit once I come up there.
Is this the right way to go?
You're too little too late, Sawyer. All of this hype and all that had to exterminate you was McAfee.
That's the machine,
You know
right?
what to do,
Hasta la
Donald.
vista, Sawyer.
Now get out of there, Donald. It might
Look at the
explode.
circuits, Donald.
Get
Move.
wrecked, you Best Buy trash bin.
No way he's not dead.
They're still chasing after me.
We should be good.
That's how you take down a boss.
Get out of here, Timu Springtrap.
Clap it up, everybody.
That's where you're wrong, Sawyer. I saved us from dealing with your synthesized voice module.
Wow, the game should almost be done then if we just beat the main boss.
This is the fabled Omni Hand? We better be able to perform open heart surgery with this thing.
Can't wait to see what goes horribly wrong at the end of all this.
And we've been playing for so long, too.